Oh man, I don't even know what I'm arrested for. Oh, I think I hear someone coming. Oh, right. Okay. Mr. Level, is it? Tell me. Do you know why you've been arrested? No, I have no idea why I'm arrested, but I have other questions. I mean, why is this room completely the same? Like, the lamp doesn't even shift from, this side to that side. Like, I don't get it, and also, you do know my last name isn't Level, right? Okay, well, you were arrested because we got words that you've been beating way too many games. Now, to answer your next question, this whole thing looks the same because there's just not a whole lot of room, and, I'm not going to go back and forth setting everything up. It's just not worth it. At least not right now. And third, if your last name isn't Level, then why do we get reports that you're going by the name Total Level? You know what? Forget it. I don't need an answer from you. But what I want to know, like, why? Why are you beating so many games? Okay, I'm a little confused. I don't know what you think beating a game means, but I like playing video games, and frankly this month has been pretty slow. There's only been 5 games that I beat this month because one of them, well, it took over 100 hours to beat, so it took me a long time to beat this one. Okay, I don't care if it's one game or 1,000. You can't be beating up games. Also, you beat up a game for 100 hours straight without stopping? Okay, no, I did not go and beat up a game for 100 hours straight. I finished the game in a total time of over 100 hours. Oh, so you tormented this game for over 100 hours and you even kept track of all of that? Well, you know what? Since you brought the game up, why don't you tell me about this 100-hour game? Because this is the report we got on the Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Okay, just a quick reminder before I do my quick little review here that I give my reviews just a one-word answer to say how much I enjoyed it, with garbage being the worst of the worst and classic being the best of the best ones that I would think about all the time and want to replay. So with that out of the way, let's begin the review. Oh man, where do I start with Xenoblade Chronicles 3? I absolutely loved this game so much. It's one of my favorites ever. I'll probably do a video at some point to do a very long in-depth review, but basically the story is kind of this constant war between two sides, the Kevis and the Angus, and after a situation that pits kind of 3 people from the Kevis side and 3 from the Angus to go and become, what's called Ouroboros, they have to band together to figure out the truth behind why this war keeps happening, why everyone has this 10-year life cycle, and to stop this kind of being or organization called Mobius, right? And it's just a fantastic game with fantastic characters. Yes, the graphics, nothing to write home about, but honestly, I don't think the game looks nearly as bad as everyone makes it out to be, but that's just me, and is a fantastic game with really fun combat, and they do a really good job with a lot of the quests. There's still definitely quests that are kind of just, sort of padding the game a little too much, as the whole game is set up, with the UI almost like an MMO, right? So there's a lot to do, a lot to explore, but man, even though it took over 100 hours for me to finish this game, I just loved it. So yeah, this easily gets the classic rating from me. I'm going to be thinking about this game for pretty much the rest of my life.
Oh, now you're rating your beatings and you rate this as a classic, meaning you want to beat it again and again at some point? You make me sick. You know what, we're just going to move on from that sick behavior for a moment, as we got reports of you possibly being a spy, as we got word about an organization or something like that called Syphon Filter. So, we pulled this out. Logan's shadow. Why? Why would you do this?
So, I wish there was more Syphon Filter games. Like, I wish Sony would bring this series back because it's a really cool kind of spy action shooter, right? As, yeah, kind of the final game that Sony made. I played this on PS5, like I have it on PSP, but since it was on PS5, I'm like, sure, I'll check it out, and yeah, I really enjoyed this one, especially because the controls were much better than when I played Dark Mirror, because yeah, I could actually use both analog sticks, you know, to actually move and then right one to aim and shoot. But yeah, really cool game, you know, kind of the whole story is basically a terrorist group attacks a US Navy ship, and so Logan is called back into action even if he doesn't really trust the call that he's given. And along the way, he also gets word that Leanne may be a spy, so he has to try and track her down, figure out what's going on with her, and yeah, just a really cool game. But yeah, there needs to be another one, especially with the ending of this one. We need more Syphon Filter, but yeah, I really enjoyed this game, so I think overall, I'm going to give this a great rating.
So you beat multiple games in this series. You only have one left to go through? I don't know what we're going to do with you, but we have one final game in here, which is strange because you said 5 games, but we'll quickly go over it. Theatrhythm? Final bar line? Are you kidding me with this?
Okay, if you're like me and you love Final Fantasy, its music and rhythm games, then this is a game made in heaven for you. So, kind of the third game in this sort of Theatrhythm series for the Final Fantasy games anyways, because there was a Dragon Quest one that was Japan only on the 3DS, but yeah, this one's really cool. It includes, you know, Final Fantasy music from 1 through 15, along with a bunch of the spin-offs like Type 0, Tactics, Mystery Dungeon, you know, Crystal Chronicles, things like that. And yeah, pretty fun game, you know. And yeah, it's absolute classic for me. I love it because yeah, I love the music and everything. Now, it's not perfect because one issue I have is some of the songs, Final Fantasy songs, are locked behind DLC, which bugs me, especially since my favorite song is Xanarkand from Final Fantasy X, and that's locked behind DLC, which is real shame, along with, you know, a few others, but the others I don't mind because things like Chrono Trigger or Nier or other Square Enix stuff, it makes sense why it's DLC, but yeah, it's too bad that it doesn't include all Final Fantasy songs because, you know, you get like 10 versions of Aerith's theme or One Winged Angel from Final Fantasy VII, which I love both of those. Like, Aerith's theme is my second favorite song ever, but, you know, it's like I would liked a bit more different ones, but regardless of all that, I love playing this. It's a game that I can play for few minutes or a few hours, right? It's just nice to relax to play a few songs here and there, play some music, classics, and yeah, wants me to go back and play the other Final Fantasies when I play this music, right? So yeah, this game, easy classic rating for me. I just love it.
So you like music that much? You love beating things up in the beat of the music. What is wrong with you? Now, Like I said, that's all the physical evidence we have. But you said you beat 5 games? You only had 3 on record there. You need to tell me why there aren't others out there right now.
Wow, you're finally panning back to me to allow me to talk and give my case. Don't even see why you seem to already make up your mind, right? So, but anyways, you know, those were the physical games. There were 2 that I beat through Steam, I believe. No, one would be through Steam, the other would have been through the PSN, like PS Plus games and everything. Because, yeah, maybe I'll talk about that one first because I wanted to beat Last Day of June before it was removed from the PlayStation Plus store. So, yeah, it's a digital game.
Digital? So now you are cyber beating games? What is going on with you? Well, we gotta get all the information we need, so tell me about this Last Day of June.
So, talking about this game, it's really difficult not to talk about kind of the major spoiler here because that's sort of how the game is set up, but basically, yeah, it's about this couple, I won't even give them names, and yeah, they go out on a date, and when they drive on their way back, a terrible accident happens, and so you're kind of tasked now where you're trying to prevent that accident from ever happening, right? By going back in time, controlling other characters, making them do other events or situations to try and prevent this accident, right? It's very emotional, not super long, you know, the puzzles aren't too bad either. Like, there's a couple where I'm just like, okay, I'm not sure what to do because sometimes you have to kind of go back and forth between the 2 people and that can get a little tedious at times, but overall I enjoy my experience with this game. You know, I probably won't play it again, but I am glad that I did play it, so yeah, overall I think I'll give this the good rating. I enjoyed it, but didn't like love it, you know, but yeah, I think it's still worth checking out for people if you like these kind of interactive puzzle games, right?
Very emotional, huh? Didn't seem to stop you from beating the game, though. Oh boy. Well then, what's, like, again, there's 1 game left, so what is this other digital game? I don't even know why I'm still talking to you, but I do like talking about games, so, you know, the last digital game was on Steam, and it was Ys 7, so, yeah, let me tell you all about it then.
So, I'm slowly trying to make my way through older Ys games because, you know, I loved 8, it's one of my favorite games ever already, and 9 I absolutely love too, can't wait for 10, so start with 7, which is, you know, kind of weird, I know, but yeah, just really fun game. Now, it's not perfect, you know, some kind of late dungeons can get a bit tedious and frustrating and, you know, things like that, but yeah, overall it's a really solid, fun game, you know, great gameplay, amazing music, like these games always do, and yeah, I'm excited to check out the other Ys games because, man, I'm having a lot of fun with them. I'm not sure what I'll start with next because I was slowly playing through 6 a little bit, but I'm like, okay, this is a bit harder than the other Ys games I found, so I might put that a bit later, I'm not sure, but either way, yeah, just this is another fun game with fun characters and a lot of characters you get to kind of play and interact with, right? So yeah, I think overall I'm giving Ys 7 a great rating. It's a lot of fun. You know, I definitely like other Ys games more than this, but it's still a very great entry in this series. So yeah, those were the 5 games I beat for the month of May. So that's pretty much it. Like I said, I'm just playing these games and beating them. I'm not beating them up. I'm not beating anyone up. When I say I beat a game, it just means that I finished it, the credits rolled, all that. So please, am I allowed to go? And E7 to pick up. Alright. Well, Mr. Level, I have a confession to make. I arrested you because I heard you beat a few games and I'm looking to pick up a few of my own, so I really want to know what you thought about these, so thank you very much. And yes, you can go, of course. Are you kidding me? That's why I was arrested? Because you heard that I beat a few games and you want to see if they were games that you would pick up for yourself? That's why I was arrested? Cool. You know, I love talking about video games, so you want to exchange numbers and then maybe I can tell you about a few more? Nah, I'm good. I never want to see you again. Bye, and I'll only arrest you if I feel like there's games I still need to pick up and play. That's the only time I'll talk to you. Okay, screw you then! Hey everyone, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like and comment, and subscribe if you want to see more, or if you just want to see any of my skits and then nothing else and leave the video, that's fine too. Thanks everyone, take care.